Good morning, everybody. How we doing today? Got a quick little show for you today. We're gonna learn how to make a roux. This season's shows are gonna require a lot of roux. So all our stews and our gumbos, the different things we're gonna be cooking this year will have a lot of roux-based things in it. So first thing I want y'all to learn how to do is learn how to make a roux. So stick with me, stay tuned. We're gonna get right at it. All right, put my apron on right here. I'm about to get a little messy, but it's gonna be a phenomenal roux, I promise you that. All right, as you can see right here, we have our flour, our oil, our coconut oil. You can use whatever you want, whatever's better for you, whatever you choose to do. Either way is good. You're gonna need a flat spoon, something flat on the edge, spatula, or a flat wooden spoon. A lot of people use that for their roux. And a measuring cup. And we're gonna make things real easy for everybody. When we make our roux today, everything's gonna be equal parts. So if we do 2 cups of vegetable oil or coconut oil, we're gonna do 2 cups of flour. We're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna make a nice easy roux for everybody out there to learn how to do. Well, since we don't have that much vegetable oil right here, we're gonna use coconut oil. This coconut oil is firm. If everybody see this, it's firm. So what we're gonna do, it's not that crucial. We're just gonna fill up that cup like this, the best we can, to get our measurement. So this will be pretty close to 1 cup of oil. Okay. Put that in there. Do that one more time. It is a little messy when you do that, but I'm a messy cook anyway, so it's okay. All right, and just a little bit extra on the top. All right, gonna start letting this cook down, and we'll work on our flour. And as you can see right here, it don't take very long for that to start melting, okay? Perfect timing for our get our flour all mixed up, ready to go. Okay, get a shot in right here. See how our coconut oil is melted right there? Huh? Now what we want to do is we want to put in the flour. We're going to use the same 2 cups of flour to 2 cups of oil right there. Now I always get the gold medal flour, because if you want a gold medal meal, you better have some gold medal flour, baby, right? Remember that. And if you're over a little bit, it's all right. Just in case I was off a little bit, we just had a little bit of good measure right there. All right. As you can see, we cooking already. We moving. And just get this all mixed up real good. Okay, here's the big secret to the roux. You want to start your fire high. So you want to get this cooking good, right? You want to get this all, see how this is kind of starting to come together. It's all loose. I need that to start boiling, right? You want that to boil heavy right there, just like this, like it's doing now. You want it to cook down good. If you do it too low of a fire and too slow, it's not gonna come together. It's not gonna get thick the way you want it. So you gotta get this thing pumping real nice and easy. And then when it gets to close to the color that you want, then we're gonna kind of tone it down a little bit, all right? So that's the secret, remember that. As you can see right here, we have what's called the blonde roux. Just the flour and the oil together, all right? Another secret to all of this is however color dark your roux is, that's what color your stew is gonna be or your gumbo is gonna be. So if you want a little bit darker gumbo, you gotta cook your roux a little bit, but you gotta be careful because you can't burn it. If you burn this roux, everything you cook will taste burnt, I promise you. It's gonna taste terrible. So I'm gonna show you the fine line between the burnt roux and the dark roux because I like my roux dark. All right, now that everything's loose, I wanna let this cook a little bit. I wanna let it sit. I don't wanna stir this thing the whole time. I'm gonna let it sit and I'm gonna check it. But when it gets to turning brown, you're stirring this thing the whole time, so hang tight. All right, we have let this set about a good minute, maybe a minute and a half, and as you can see, now it's starting to turn a little brown. Okay, that means we're cooking. Careful with your pot, it does get hot. Make sure you get in these edges too, because those things will heat up and burn. As you can see, we're starting to get thick. That's why we need that fire to be pumping right there on the start. Get moving. Thicken all this up for us. All right. Now we're gonna let it sit about 30 seconds. Check it out. As you can see, we're getting pretty thick. Okay? And you can see our colors turning. Starting to get darker. So like I said, would this roux work? Absolutely. It'll work for anything you want. You're still gonna get the flavor, you're still gonna get the taste. The only thing is, if you make a gumbo with this, that's gonna be the color of your gumbo. Okay? So we wanna darken this up a little more. So now we're getting to that point, right? Where you're gonna have to stir this thing constantly. Stir it constantly. Okay? When you hear people say a peanut butter color, this is about a peanut butter color. But again, that's the color that your roux is gonna be. All right, for the average person out there who's making a roux, this is a very good color. It's not burnt, you're safe. It's good right here. This will make everything you want. It'll make a pretty gumbo. It'll make you a good stew. So Captain Colby, he likes his a little darker. You're gonna see mine's gonna be more like kind of close to chocolate. But you have to stir constantly, especially now that that fire is on. So we're gonna turn our fire down just a little bit to about a medium heat. That way we don't burn this thing because it can turn on you in a second. So where you get to the color that you want, and you want to go a little darker, you're gonna lower that heat. Okay, you have to lower that heat.
Stop, you back it up, and then you drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. You drop it like it's hot, yo.
Take this off the fire right quick, so we can get some of this smoke out of the way so you can see. Everybody look at this. Everybody see that? All right. See how dark this roux is? This is what I like. Okay? So when you're gonna make you a stew or a gumbo, this is what color it's gonna be. And I'll show you that a little bit later. Now your gumbo will be a little bit more lighter just because you put so much more water in it, but your stews will be this dark. Okay? So, if we're cooking this and you are making a gumbo right now or you're making a stew right now immediately, this is the time that we will put our onions and bell peppers in the roux. You put that in there, it's gonna cook them, it's gonna sweat them for you. It's gonna actually kind of cool your roux down a little bit. Okay, we are not cooking a gumbo today. This is just a roux video for everybody, but we will save this roux right here. In a couple of days, I will be making a video and I'll be making a gumbo video. So y'all stay tuned. Get ready for the gumbo video. And this is how you make a roux. you have any questions, hit me up on YouTube, let me know. I'll be happy to help you as much as I can. All right, so see y'all later. See y'all in the kitchen. Looking forward to talking to y'all next week.
You back it up, and then you stop. You back it up, and then you drop it like it's hot.